Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate you ladies' time. If you could introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
I am Lo. I just go by Lodo. Follow me on Instagram at so underscore I am Low. And let's get it. What's up?
Yeah, I'm Astro Stacks, your favorite alien. You can find me everywhere. TLP Astro Stacks, ASTROSTAXX.
Now, this a raw ass combination, man. I appreciate y'all coming through because it was crazy. I was just listening to y'all song. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the songs I listened to before y'all came. So, we're going to definitely get into the connection here. But before we get into that, Lo, you know what I'm saying? I've been connected with you. You've been brought to my attention. We was been supposed to do this, man. I appreciate you coming through.
So appreciate you.
I love to get your story in as much as we can in this short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And Astro, we're gonna talk to you too as well.
Yeah.
We need to set that up as well. You know what I'm saying? So, starting with Lodo, man. Where you from? Where you grew up?
I'm from Chicago, mainly from the low end. Cali my second home too. So I grew up in Cali too, spent some time there. So yeah, mainly like right now I'm over east with it, you know what I'm saying? That's where my pop's from. So
Okay.
yeah.
For sure. What was your experiences like growing up in Chicago?
Chicago was wild, you know what I'm saying? What I love about Chicago is you gotta be tough for real because don't show no sign of no weakness. Like Chicago and Cali, the difference is Chicago got like 20 bullies in like one classroom going to high school. You feel me? Cali only got like let's say about 2. So I'm like you got to go against 20 bullies. You feel me? And then you show weakness, it's over with. They on your ass. So
Now Chicago and California are like two like iconic places for like gang culture.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but I see you like with your orange bandana on shit. Like, is that something like you could do like in California or something, or is that
depending on if they got like if they got a gang that rock orange, nah, it depends where you at. So when I moved to Cali, I moved to an all blood neighborhood, and so I already fit in because red my favorite color. So they like
they make it seem like California. If you ain't got you got bandana, if you got a color, you
yeah, right.
Oh.
Just they need all white out there. That's it, all black.
For real, because they get on your ass. They own that. So it's a culture that started like when you a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you get in when you a baby. When you jumping off the porch at 18, 20, you a joke. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
These OGs like they become like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like making moves, making noise. So yeah.
Give me some of your biggest differences from Chicago and Cali.
To me, in a way, they kind of similar. Lucky for me, I grew up in an era with respect. We big on respect, and you gotta know how to fight. So when you is joining the gang, gotta have them hands. You know what I'm saying? So they big with that. Chicago, used to be big on that too. Chin up, you know what I'm saying? Like how your chin up, chest out type shit. So
Yeah, for sure,
like
for sure.
got similar ways to me.
Chicago definitely different now. But it's like even like with the color shit, you can walk down any block in Chicago with any color on hat to any direction. Motherfuckers ain't gonna cut bro. So Astro Stacks, man. What's the word? I've been seeing you when the first time I think it was at Urban Lux I first seen you perform. And ever since then I see you stay in the eye, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely been working. Where you from? Where you grew up?
I'm from the South Side, Inglewood.
Okay, for sure.
Born and raised. That I moved all over the city, but that's like the core. You feel me? Of where my family been.
For sure. I say that too. Even though it's 290 More podcast, I only stayed out south though. I stayed out south suburbs, west. And that's it. Never stayed north or east. You know what I'm saying? I had a studio apartment on 63rd and Whipple. And then my OG stayed on 99th and Beverly for a hot second. So I've been a little bit of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? What about you early out south? What type of shit was you getting into?
Really, to be honest, bro, I wasn't outside much. My parents kept me real structured.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I was in all type of extracurriculars. Music was kind of like that thing that I did do when I wasn't like in whatever sports or school. My older brother, he was real big on music, so like that was it. Like other than just regular like being outside, you know, hanging out, stuff, going to the little candy stores. But other than that, like I grew up like real structured doing sports, dipping and dabbling in entertainment when I did have time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I mean, I seen a lot just from being adjacent, but
For
I
sure.
feel like I was pretty smooth. I kind of just coasted, like
Yeah. And shit, I
yeah.
was too, bro. I just chose to, you know what I'm saying? What they be like,
Yeah.
you don't know the stove hot till you touch it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
I was, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't rich by any means. You know what I'm saying? But OG definitely did what she had to do to make sure we were
Exactly.
straight. So,
Exactly.
I was just hard headed. But Lo, if you don't mind me asking, what were some of your early aspirations, especially being able to see like two different sides of the nation, cultures, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get on a plane until I was damn near grown, you know what I'm saying? So what were some of your early aspirations as a youngin'?
To be honest, like just I always got into like people that stood on business, you know what I'm saying? Like uh just motivate me to speak about my life, you know what I'm saying? Don't fake your life.
Mm.
So I grew up with a lot of people that had some sense, able to give me the game. So when I started doing music or whatnot, my mom always played all kinds of music.
Mm.
So I was already into that. But I didn't know I knew how to rap. So um when I figured out how to rap, like I was 6 and I was freestyling.
Talking about you ain't know that was
Man,
early as
right?
hell,
I
boy.
know, but I'm tell you, look, I was 6 or whatever. Me and my cousin at the time, we got everybody in the neighborhood together, and we was like, we gonna rap for him, whatever. So we put everybody in the neighborhood together, and we had a rap or something. But she forgot her lines,
Mm.
and I just started freestyling. So this lady, she had to be like 17, 19 up there. And she was like, yo, you got something, you can really do this.
Yeah.
So it stuck with me. So I just, that was like
Mhm.
something I was inspired by and kept going.
Now you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, you kind of stepped into one of the questions I always ask my guests is like, what did you listen to? What was your OG playing in the crib? And you kind of touched on it. So what exactly was OG playing? What was your favorite type of songs back then? And we'll talk about it later on like now. But back then, early, what was you listening to? What was OG playing in the crib type shit?
Played a lot of Leah, Mary J. Blige, Luther Vandross, I mean everything. Ice Cube, Tupac, I mean everything. Like house music, you know what I'm saying? Just church music, like just everything. So it just but what I got into of course was hip hop and R&B was my thing. So
For sure, for sure. Any, you know what I'm saying? Who posters did you have on your wall, if any? You know
some of everybody. Of course I'm a Leah fan, hands down. I love me a Leah. TLC, I love TLC, Total, 702, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Like Twister, Shauna, I love Shauna, you know what I'm saying? As far as the females, shit, just some of everybody.
For sure, that's dope. That's dope. That's definitely a dope lineup for sure. Astro, what about you? Early, you know what I'm saying? Early in life, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about your music catalog. You know what I'm saying? Who was you listening to? Who was OG and them playing on the weekend when y'all clean up the crib? You know what I'm saying? What was your early introduction to music like?
Wow, it's kind of wild because I think for my mom, it was strictly just like R&B. You feel me? She was really into groups. So you know what? Let me back up. My mom listened to Mad Brian McKnight when I was younger, you know? Like, and then my dad listened to everything like from reggae. He was the first person to teach me about like the Police, Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Okay.
But he also taught me about Public Enemy and NWA. You feel me? Which my mom hated. Like, yo, you got a daughter, bro. You can't be listening to that. But it was
That shit
her.
builds character.
Yeah, and that was basically how he saw it. You feel me? Like, but outside of that, I listened to like when I could choose my own music, it was a lot of rock music, bro. I listened to a lot of rock and alternative and electronic music. My taste is all over the place, to be honest. And that's like it's been the whole time. I really didn't listen to rap music until like I became a teenager outside of like top 40.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking, you know what I'm saying, because growing up, you know what I'm saying, on the west side of Chicago, sometimes out south, you know what I'm saying, like my introduction to like rock and roll music was like through video games, you know what I'm saying. It'd be a song on like 2K or WWE that was like my or one of the wrestlers' theme song, you know what I'm saying. So, being on the south side of Chicago, what was your introduction to that, you know what I'm saying, rock and alternative style of music? How did you get introduced to that?
Outside of my dad, it was really some of the stuff did come from games like Tony Hawk.
For sure.
But
Some
to
I
be
got along
honest,
now.
like
Well,
it was coming from experiences and being around other people outside of my neighborhood. Like or just being in different places and hearing different sounds and like going to find it. Also y'all remember LimeWire? Everybody remember that.
sure. What?
Like, yo, dead ass
Another
downloaded the
thing
wrong
that builds
songs.
character.
Yeah, like downloading the wrong songs.
Yeah.
Disney,
For sure.
all type of stuff, bro. I was a curious kid, and anything that was different, I got into it. So I don't know. It came from everything around me. Just picking that up for real.
For sure. Now, Lo, you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, starting at like 6. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What was your, you know what I'm saying, what was your family's reaction to you picking up, you know what I'm saying, that
No,
type
they ain't
of
pay
stuff?
me no mind for real, for real. Like this little, you know what I'm saying? Go play with your dogs or go.
Had anybody else dabble with that before
Yeah,
you, or
my
was you like the first?
no, I'm not the first around. My cousin Dolla, Long Live Dolla.
Bro, I was gonna ask you, bro, that's like one of my favorite rappers of all time, bro. Shorty. He gone way too early, bro. He was,
Put him on. I'm all like, all right,
bro. I'm finna ask you, bro. I'm like, finna ask you, like, bro, he looks so familiar. That's
Dolla.
crazy, shorty.
Yup, yeah. So definitely Roddy. He was into music or whatever. So it's just in our bloodline. I got other cousin that's following the legacy too. And it's just in our bloodline. Like my family didn't really take me serious until I just start doing it like every day. And I'm like, this is what I want to do. To the point I'm drawing it, I'm drawing on my homework, you know what I'm saying? Like lyrics or whatever. It's just always been a passion of mine to do this.
For sure, for sure. Then that's dope, man. I'm definitely sorry for your loss, man. Shout out to bro. He was definitely like, I'm talking about like LimeWire days on bro. Like, bro, he was definitely one of them people. Like, after this, I'm finna have to go find. I need to add that shit back to my catalog.
Yeah. That miseducation of Dollar, y'all getting
Sure,
into that, man.
sure.
Yeah, he was way before his time. His lyrics, like he 15 rapping some like his lyricism, like cold, you know.
Sure, and that's the type. That's why I said that's back when we ain't had unlimited visuals. Like that's back when I was just, you know what I'm saying, the flow was nasty on bro. And he was a player on bro, and I'm a player, so you know what I'm saying. That type of shit I like. So that's amazing, man. It's definitely nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying. Appreciate you sharing your story. So, continue on with your story. Do you remember the exact instant when you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I used to rap, you know what I'm saying, but it's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, rapping and writing to actually going to the studio or going in front of a crowd and actually presenting your craft. So, let's talk about your first time going to the studio. Do you remember that?
Actually, I want to get into this before I even knew what the studio was. When they had tape players, remember they used to have tape players that you can hit record.
For sure.
So I used to record off the tape player, and I figured out how to dub my voice. When I figured out how to dub my voice off a tape player, I knew I was different. I knew like this is what you gonna do, gang. Like who's a little ass kid thinking of this? So I showed my mom. I was excited, whatever, and then I took it to the hood because like my tapes because I need their approval, you know what I'm saying? So I took it to the gangsters. Like, okay, if they fuck with this, oh, I'm good because that back then, it was like y'all the males ran the industry. So me being a little kid and a girl, they were like, man, go sit, but I took it to the hood because I need that approval. I'm like, if I get they stamp on this, oh, this is you. So took my tape, and then that's when people was like, you need to get in the studio. So by the time I got in the studio, it was out here Chicago. My boy Cross, he passed away too, but he had his home studio, and that was like my first time. Was like I think about 15, and he took me to the studio. And
I'm sorry, Lo. You talking about tapes and back then and stuff. You don't look no more than 25.
Yeah, I'm up there.
That's crazy, man.
How old was you like dubbing yourself on tapes though?
Man, I think that had to be, I want to say 11 and 13.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's hard.
Yeah, for sure. That's like,
That's hard.
I still got them to you. I think I got to find it.
still got them.
I got to dig in it. Yeah.
Yo,
I just got some tapes from my father on Shorty. I'm finna buy the you could buy the thing off Amazon. You can turn them into MP3s.
Oh.
Bro. I'm sure, bro.
Oh yeah.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. So with that introduction into recording yourself, do you go on to like doing your own home studio setup? Do you continue working with bro? Like how do you progress from there?
So basically, I ended up moving again. I think I moved back to Cali. So I had a bit, connection, but we kept in touch. So I'm trying to see who else brought me in the studio. I think I ended up in a group home or something crazy. But so I didn't get a chance. But then they had a karaoke and I was recording out the karaoke. But like as I got older and progress and then got with my cousins and them, I was able to get the studio. But now I'm in this era now with my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my own, so I don't have to rely on nobody. Type shit. Yeah.
And is that what you doing now, recording yourself, or is that what you working? So you recording yourself now?
Yeah.
Bro, that's the type of shit I love. You know what I'm saying? We
it's so good. You just
man.
Whenever you feel it, you just get it out. Like that's a different type of vibe right there.
For sure. So let's get into your creative process, man. So not man, but let's get into your creative process. You know what I'm saying? So recording yourself, you know what I'm saying? Does that affect your creative process? Like I always imagine people that record themselves. Like if I could rap, I probably wouldn't even write nothing. I just space bar, and just you know what I'm saying. Just you know what I'm saying. So are you a writer? Do you freestyle? Do you punch? Like what's your creative process like when you put that shit together?
I do all the above. Normally I'm a freestyler. Like I put on the beat. This side I put on the beat, and I just go from there. And when I'm ready to record it. I don't like recording myself. I feel like I'm being forced to play that part now. Like, guys, like, no, we gonna elevate you. Now you need to know how to be an engineer. I don't like it. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being forced to do it. So when I do record, I'm exhausted. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I love that honesty.
Especially when you're not passionate about it. I'm not passionate about being an engineer. Shout out to engineers. They need more respect because you have to have patience. You have to have the ear. You listening to.
It's a talent. It's a talent, bro.
Amazing talent to have. You damn near genius. You a genius to have that damn talent,
bro.
So
because it's more than just space bars, like numbers and shit. I suck at man. Motherfucker be this one take 16 dBs off the bro. Nigga, how many lands to go down, bro?
yo, it's a lot.
Oh, sure. Send me the template, nigga. Bro. I'm sure. So Astro, you look like you was second in that opinion. You record yourself as well, or you know what I'm saying? What's your situation like as far as you know what I'm saying? Actually record.
Well, I started out as an engineer, so once I started making my own music, at the beginning, I was recording myself, but I hated it too. Well, you know what? I can't say that. I didn't know I hated it until I experienced, like, being an artist fully and having somebody to record me. And then I was like, don't want to do this anymore. Not for myself. Like,
but that's a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because you coming from the background of already, you know what I'm saying, engineering and being an artist and with her being forced to. So it wasn't like easier, you know what I'm saying? You ain't find it easier, or was it still like you just want to be in artist mode?
Yeah, it's more about the desire. It's not necessary. It definitely could be easier because obviously it's me, so I know what I want it to sound like. But the thing that I struggle with is the times where I want to push the envelope and I'm trying to focus on doing that with my vocals. And I don't need to necessarily be thinking about the engineering, but I also need that aspect to be up to par while I'm doing it. So it's more about the workflow and the functionality of it all for me. I've also, like I said, I've gotten spoiled. Like I have a team, and I just didn't have to do it anymore. Like I'm cool with doing it for other. Like when we're together, like we'll go back and forth, and I'm cool with that. I'm fine with helping other artists. But for me, when I'm in the studio, like nah, I want to just focus on my lyrics, my execution. You feel me? Like I want to just vibe, and you cannot do that. And okay, if we sit in here with this like type of setup, yeah, but I need to stand up when I record, so that's already an issue because I'm running back and forth, or like it's just a lot, man. It could be done. I literally used to record in kitchens and garages and cars, so it's no issue. But at this point, it's like, nah, gang. Like I still pay for studio time. And will like
Okay.
and, like it depends, like, but there be times where I'm like, nah, I just wanna be intimate and make this by myself. Like,
Yeah, that's tough.
it depends just on the mood.
That's tough. That's like being an ex-mechanic and paying for an oil change.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll do it. I'm sure.
Well, I guess
I'm not saying it's like that because I'm not an artist. Don't fuck me. Nah, don't listen to me. Shit.
Because I know mechanics that will just because they work on cars all week.
Bro, I drive all day at work, and you will swear I don't even have a car on, bro. Because other than work, I'm like, I don't want to drive. Who drive? I'll take an Uber till you be finished, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, that's
I definitely understand.
Real,
I definitely understand for sure. Now, Lo, you know what I'm saying? Still talking about your creative process. When you're making music, when you're making art, what's the thought process? Are you making music like I need one for the radio, I need one for the ladies, I need one for the gas, I need one for Cali, I need one for the rack? What's the man state when you
the music? That's how I be. Like sometimes I be in the mood. You know, just like I need, like you said, like when you listen to my music, I'm gonna start releasing it too. I was holding myself back due to the license of the music and stuff. Yeah, I want all my paperwork good. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't release music. I would sit on it. So it's like, nah, release that shit. Do what you gotta do. You feel me? But like, yeah, I hear a beat. Whatever I hear on that beat, that's what it's telling me. All right, this is that type of vibe. So that's how I do it. Or you know, I might have a melody in my head. And I'm like, oh, okay, hurry up, find a beat to it. Like that type of shit.
For sure. Now, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about working with others. You know what I'm saying? I see you brought Astro with you. You know what I'm saying? What's it like working with other artists? Is that something that you rather not do? Something that you enjoy doing? Something that you already have a connection with to do it? What's it like doing features and working with other artists?
Well, how I am, the person that I am, I love working with other artists, especially like a person like Astro, because we don't dim each other light. You know what I'm saying? We encourage each other. She even helping me with the engineering part, like. And it's like I don't like when people arrogant, know it all, or they want to sprinkle the game. You know what I'm saying? She don't sprinkle the game. She give it to me full. You know what I'm saying? We honest with each other about, you know, if it's hot, if it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I love working with people. I love working with creators. I don't like working with competitors. It's a different for me. I like working with other creators that see bigger. We not boxed in. We artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing when you have that type of energy.
For sure. So, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that I also listened to you guys' track, you know what I'm saying? So if you could, Lo, just explain, you know what I'm saying, how the track came together, you know what I'm saying? How the inspiration behind it, and then Astro, you can pick up right after that.
So I was like, I knew we needed to have a song together because how her energy is, and I was like, okay, I need something that's going to both blend with our style. So I ended up hearing this beat, and I was like, okay, I got us one. So I sent her the stuff, and she was like, yeah, let's do this shit. So we linked up, got it done, and here we is. Yeah.
And Astro, what's the vibes, you know what I'm saying, when you get music, you know what I'm saying? What's your vibes with working with other artists? Is that something that it got to be, you know what I'm saying, they got to be somebody like Lo, you know what I'm saying? You taking all offers, you know what I'm saying? And what was the vibe when you got that track, you know what I'm saying, when it came through?
In general, I do try to accept offers. It's about whether or not the vibe is there if I do it. But I'm really big on cooking up in person. And these days it's not so common. People just want to send it through the mail. So if there are features out there that I haven't done, that's probably why. In certain situations I will, but like with Lo, this is one of those like special circumstances where I just meet an artist and like spiritually we connect. So it's easy to make music. Like it's not anything other than just like we just hang out and we'll make a song, or we'll hang out and we make songs that we'll never record because this this girl is crazy with just like hearing something and then making a full song off of like a melody that she hummed for 3 seconds. You know, and that inspires me because that pushes me. I'm a writer, and she be like, "Nah, G, here's the mic. Whatever's in your head, like put that out right now." So it's dope. It's not that often. Like she said, I really like that. G, you said you want to create, not compete. And for me, that's the biggest factor. If we vibing and it's just that, like, it's gonna happen, then it happens. Like, I don't force anything. I don't even force my own music. If I hear something, I like a beat, I will sit on that beat for 2 years before I write a song. Just because it's not the time. Yeah. You know? So for me, this whole thing is a spiritual process and a spiritual experience. So that's what it's gonna come down to.
For sure. That's dope. That's dope. Now, Lo, let me. Was you finna say something?
No.
Okay, for sure. Let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you a few times, you know what I'm saying, outside of our first interview, you know what I'm saying? I've seen you a few times in the crowd clapping for others, you know what I'm saying? So give me your opinion on your peers in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Outside of Astro, you know what I'm saying? I could tell the vibe, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, when you at these shows and you showing up for others or just, you know what I'm saying, checking the vibe out, whatever you coming out for, and you can explain that. But what's your opinion on your peers in this industry that you're a part of?
Oh, I get motivated by them. You know, I think Chicago got some dope artists, like amazing, like dope, because everybody's stuck on drill, you know what I'm saying? But if you go to places like Urban Lux, you see all types of different artists and they cold. Like I'm real inspired by them. I'm proud of them because it's not easy giving yourself to people that's already gonna judge you soon as you walk in the door. You know what I'm saying? What you got on, you know what I'm saying? Look, you look crazy or whatever. But yeah, man, I get inspired by them, and I get excited when I see it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Ooh, let's go!" Yeah.
Now another thing, you know what I'm saying, even with, you know what I'm saying, with Chicago and California, I'm pretty sure that it's similar, you know what I'm saying. What is the, you know what I'm saying, the overall your overall intentions, like when you come out to an event, like what's the goal, if any, you know what I'm saying? Is it just to network? Is it to share your music? Is it just to show your face? Is it just because it's a part of the industry? Like, what's your intentions when you come out and step out?
At first, cause I'm a low key anyways. At first, I wasn't showing up. You know, I got a call. I got I got the voice. Like, God, like, get up and go be inspired by other people. You know what I'm saying? Lucky I met people that put me on, like, to Hef, like, shout out to Dex, Crypto Dex. He told me about Hef and what he got going on, and invited me to Hef first show. So that was love right there. And I was like, you know, just being around other people that do music or inspired by music. So that's just make me like get up and network, you know what I'm saying? I just watch from the sideline and learn something. Like for Astro, she is a good performer. Like I'm not a performer like that. I like to get in, say my stuff and move on, you know what I'm saying? She interact with the crowd. She just got it. She got it. So I'm definitely inspired by her, the way she know how to work them crowds. So yeah.
So that's definitely a talent in itself as well. So Astro, what about you? What about you? You know what I'm saying? What's your opinion on your peers, you know what I'm saying, outside of Low, in this industry, when you bumping shoulders at these studios, at these shows, you know what I'm saying? What's the vibes from the other artists?
I think, or I know, man, I feel it makes me more confident to know that I'm surrounded by other superstars and other talent that like will make it, not possibly. Like sometimes I go to shows and it's like, oh, this is dope. This is a dope artist, like, or this is a cool artist. But then you go to shows and it's like, dang, like, yo, like I know one day we about to see you somewhere big, and those be the times where, you know, on all scales, even from the good ones, the not so good ones, all the way to the superstars, like there's a level of inspiration at all of them, you know, because the main thing is, like you say, it take a lot of confidence to get up there and do what you do. So it's more about appreciation. But man, I don't know, when I look at our peers, I see like the stars, and that's not even an Astro reference. Like I literally see the stars, like, and beyond, because we got some talent that people really need to pay attention to.
That's a fact.
You know,
that's a fact.
Like for real.
Lo,
Mm-hmm.
do you ever get discouraged? Do you ever be like, fuck this music shit, I'm finna go
Yeah,
be a
all the
doctor, a
time.
lawyer, or,
All the
you know what I'm
time,
saying,
you know
finna
what
go
I'm
rob a
saying?
bank?
Yup. All the time. And then
And how do you get over that?
I can't. It's that voice. It won't let me. It won't let it like you better not. I don't care if I be up here to down here, I'ma always do it. It won't let me. Like I tried, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm done, I'm tired, I don't want to do it no more. You know, but I wake up, breathe, like I'll literally wake up with a melody in my head or something. Like it should be crazy. So it won't let me. I think I'm being used. I'm for a higher purpose. Like when I meet people, I notice that I meet people that depressed, you know, about to kill themselves.
Mm.
And when they in my energy in my presence, for the energy change. They alive again. I uplift them by me just saying what up to them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, it's not me just doing the music. It's about me showing up for some reason. Like I was like, I need you to show up. Tell that person they look good today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really that person. I don't like to be bothered. If you like, I'm really low key.
What's up?
I'll be in the club with you for a minute. You see me, and I'll just shut down, be low key over there. Like you good, low? I'm good. Yeah, I just need because I'm an energy person, so it's a lot. So I have to protect myself. You know what I'm saying for
sure.
people's energy.
It ain't nothing wrong. It's not a crime to protect your energy.
Yeah,
bro.
It's necessary.
yeah.
For sure. Now, I talk to a lot of artists who, and especially with you having the feelings that you have, I talk to a lot of artists who be like their biggest support is people that they never met before, especially like on the music side. Like they biggest listeners or commenters or likers is people that they probably met one time or only met online and they're a fan of their music. What's your support system like? If you don't mind me asking.
Like my support system is you know, when it comes to your close people, sometimes they don't support, and I had to stop taking it personal because
Me too.
sometimes you know they busy or they just not into this. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right. My bitch is not into
Yeah,
it.
for real. And then those that are into what you into and they not supporting you, I question you. So it's like I said, I go off energy. So I keep I be if I start being distance, it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So like Astro though, like big support system, share my music, anything that I'm doing, like just a picture we didn't took, you know what I'm saying? So it normally, yeah, people you just met. And I don't know why it's like that, but it's you know, it's like that. So for me, I try to be different. I try to be what I want people to be for me. So that's why I'm like, you know, supportive, you know, so I can get that energy back. Yeah.
For sure. Now, Astro, what was, if you don't mind me asking, what's your support system like? And if there's not too much of a compound question, why support others, you know what I'm saying, instead of, you know what I'm saying, putting all your energy into your own career to make sure you putting all your time and energy to make sure you get where you need to go, and then you could take care of somebody else, you know what I'm saying?
That's a great question. I've gotten asked that a lot. I don't think I've ever actually answered it. But I would say my support system right now is I'm grateful for it. It took a long time to get here though, because I do know the parts of like feeling like the people closest to you don't support you or like your parents and I think I really had to make people believe me that I was serious about it, especially because my older brother like is seriously pursuing music and is great at it. So it at first it's like, oh, you want to be like, you feel me? And it's like, no, you know, we just so happy to. But now I'm grateful for it. I think the reason that I support people like I do is because I remember the days where I didn't do ideas because I felt like nobody would support it. And that was never a good idea on my behalf. And just because it's free, like it takes nothing out of me to tell somebody that I like their music if I actually like it. It's not like I'm lying. You know, people and we in Chicago, so everybody like you meet Rod and you doing the most, like you fanned out, like, okay, I can be all of those things, but at the very least, like this person gonna know I like their stuff. If nobody else listening, I would hope somebody to tell me that, you know?
For sure.
So I don't know. I think support is free and it's easy to give love, and that's what I stand for. So I'm gonna always do that. Like if nobody ever liked me, I'm still gonna share your music. If you didn't
Yeah.
fuck with me,
Mm.
I'm glad you do.
For sure. For sure. That's definitely dope. Now, Lo, you did comment Astro on her performances, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to know is what's your vibes, you know what I'm saying, with performances? Is how, matter of fact, let me ask you this. What goes into preparation into a performance? Like, what's the feelings like? What are you doing to get ready? Are you paying attention to what the crowd is doing? Like, what's the vibes getting ready for a low performance?
When I get ready, I wanna go over my lyrics. So I make sure I know my lyrics, and then cause you never know the setup. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the mics don't be the best, speakers ain't the best. You know,
Sure.
so it depends. So you wanna know your lyrics if possible. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I'm learning.
Yeah, know them
Artists be like, what the
lyrics,
fuck is
man.
this? I'm like,
Man, yup. Yeah, know your lyrics. See how the crowd reacted to your song.
mm-hmm.
And then I had to learn too, certain venues, different venues, you know, some people like, it depends on the location. Some want hype, some want lay back, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I make different music for everybody, because shit, like, so Chicago like that fast stuff sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's too laid back on some South shit, they going to sleep. So
For sure.
I had to learn the crowd too.
Now, still talking about the crowd, how much, you know what I'm saying, are you paying attention to the crowd? Is you like tunnel vision? Are you like paying attention like who on their phone, who locked in, who rocking with you? Or is you like, I just gotta get through this song and focus on not messing up the words?
I pay attention because I gotta have fans, you know what I'm saying? So I want to make music that I know people gonna like. So I am paying attention. I'm seeing who on the phone. I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention to every detail because it's important for me. Okay, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Or if it is, it then keep pushing that song. So that's how I look. Like I looked in the crowd and see if they feeling it. If they not, then, you know, go do your homework again.
For sure.
Yeah.
And she did compliment you on your performance. I think I got footage of one of your performances, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't mind sharing, you know what I'm saying, what goes into the preparation for Astro Stack's performance?
I really just try to go into performances and make sure that my mind and my energy is right first and foremost. I think when I first started performing, like I've been on stages my whole life, but
Not you
with
saging the stage, no.
nah, myself. No, when I first started, I used to be mad anxious, like not necessarily bad anxiety, but just like jittery. Now I just try to like be calm. Mostly so I can save my energy, but otherwise, like we really just be kicking it. Like definitely go over the songs, rehearsals. But otherwise, like my preparation is very simple. It's just filled with good vibes. Like I really try not to put myself in any situations that's gonna compromise my mood before a show because it's like, dang, you know, this is I really treat it like, I mean, it is the first career, so like I'm not about to compromise my mood. Otherwise, everything else is gonna be good. Like you say, we rehearse, you know, go up there and just like rock out. Yep. Personally, I pay attention to the crowd, but I don't necessarily care about the crowd too much either. And I think that helps because sometimes you'll be in a room and people just standing there, and I've seen that kill artist energy, and it's like, that don't mean they don't like you, bro. That might just mean they listening. So, you know,
I'm just a stale ass nigga, bro. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I've seen it like the whole time you just captivated them, but you feel weird because they was just standing there, but they didn't know what to do. They was stuck on you, you know.
Stuck on you, yeah.
So it just, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. I just try to give my best performance because regardless of what you guys can clap for me or not,
right?
You know, we rocked out. Yeah,
sure.
We had a performance like that.
Right.
I think they was high. They were just sitting there like,
but we did it. We killed it.
We killed it. Yeah.
Bro, that's what I said. I'd be high drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All type of stuff.
Allegedly, but Lo, what's your favorite part about doing music? You know what I'm saying? If you had to do one thing all week, if you just had to write all week, if you just had to record all week, if you just had to listen to beats to put in the catalog all week, what's your favorite thing about music?
Let me think. Like probably just hearing my voice, like hear me create create it, and then just like, damn, that came out of me, you know. And it just make you want to keep doing it. Keep like, what else can I do? Can I change my voice? Can you know what I'm saying? Like it just motivates me in that way. Like
For sure.
like hearing myself and like, damn, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So now with everything, you know, up, down, left, right. You know what I'm saying? What's your least favorite? If you had to take anything away, you know what I'm saying? If it was just the business, if it was the networking, if it was the being at meetings on time, what would be one thing you would take away and why?
Let me think. Like, of course, the business because it's so. You gotta make sure the paper right. You know your paper work right and everything. Like,
Paperwork and your paper.
Yeah, it's like both. So it's like you gotta make sure when you make a career out of this, you need a team. Like you gotta have a team. And if you don't have the right team, they will set you. You will be lost 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that proper team, that's what irked my nerves about it too. Like you need a team. You need to have your paper right. You know what I'm saying? So. It's like that part.
So the team shit tough too, cause I've like been trying to like do a team with this shit, but you gotta find people that's like genuinely want to do this. Other day, like people got like ulterior motives. Like somebody might want to be on a podcast just because they want to hear their voice, just so people can, but they just not necessarily want to do podcasts. So that's tough. You gotta find somebody who really genuinely want to do what they do. So before we get up out of here, Astro, man, what's your favorite part about music and what's your least favorite part about music?
My favorite part is performing. For sure. I want to go on tour for like 2 or 3 years.
Ever had a blooper while performing?
Oh yeah.
How is it does that like fuck up your game or do you be like forget about it?
Nah, I just had to forget about it. I was actually hosting when it happened. I damn near pulled the whole sound system down with the mic.
Damn.
Yeah, like it wasn't that bad, but it was almost that, and the whole room was silent, and I was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it, we still balling, like. But I don't know. You just gotta be you. I'm just gonna. I mean, if you really my homie, you know I'm clumsy anyway. So it is what it is. The part that I hate though is the social media aspect of it. The like need, or I guess the fact that we are not just artists anymore. Like we have to be all type of things, and like that's cool because like I said, that's where I came from. But at the same time, sometimes we kind of just want to make songs and perform them and make some videos because we want to make some videos. Like you gotta be a promoter, you gotta do all type of stuff.
And I understand that. That's getting into the business too, because I was talking to an artist that like had a meeting with a label and they like want to see his social media following. Like that was a criteria, and
that's the first criteria.
He ain't heard back from him since.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first thing that they really want. Cause I mean, I get it because
but he got like a decent following too. It's not no buku crazy. It's just like it's crazy. Like
they want to know if they give you this money, can you get it back, and how fast can you get it back?
For sure.
You know, this stupid because it don't mean nothing. You could get somebody with 200 followers some bread, and they might make it more than. But
for sure.
What else?
Now, before we get up out of here, Lo, what's the goal? What's the goal? Why do we overcome being discouraged? You know what I'm saying? Why we recording our own shit? Why we at 290 more podcasts? Of course, because I invited you. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? What's the goal? You know what I'm saying? Why do you try to obtain?
Just being true to myself and being dedicated to something I put my mind to when it comes to this music. If I'm gonna do it, you know, just do it. Like that's my goal. I just
got one life.
Yeah, you got one life, and put God first. Whatever, you know, everything you do. Like I know some people don't want to believe in the higher power, but it exists. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta put God first. That's how I'm able to get up and keep doing it. And that's really my goal, to keep that relationship, keep that balance into this. So
yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, love? If you don't mind sharing your goals and aspirations, why do you keep pushing? Matter of fact, let me ask you this. Do you ever get discouraged, especially with the energy that you display on stage? Do you be like, man, fuck them performances, I'm finna go and be a cook or be a chef or you know what I'm saying, or a teacher? Like what's the vibes? Do you ever get discouraged, and how do you overcome that?
Definitely, I get discouraged. It happens like I'm not gonna say it happens often, but it happens, you know. How do I overcome it? I've learned to give myself that grace. I've learned lately to not fight it. If that's how I feel at the moment, then that's how I feel. But I really try my best to stay indulged in the craft some type of way. If I'm not actively making songs, then I'm actively listening to music and studying the game. So I try to at least look for things that will spark my passion back. Um, Concerts, things like that. What was the other?
And what's the goal?
Oh, the goal. My goal is to just take over everything. Like, no, but on some real shit though, I just really want to restore love and everything. Like, and I know that's so cliche and probably like naive, but
No, I've actually nobody's ever said that up here yet.
that's really my goal. Like, I just really, really, really want to just bring, and I can't even say bring love back because I don't know if we've ever experienced that, but like complete and just this just who I am. Like, and I don't have no motives. Like, just take this. Like, cause people need that. We really need that, especially us coming from our city. So, my goal is to push peace and push love and just like, I hope that that's like contagious in whatever way that it is. You
For
know?
sure. For sure. Definitely contagious in a place like this because we live in the trenches on shorty. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I always say, you know what I'm saying? No matter like where you live at, it might be is of course it's dangerous, you know what I'm saying, but you get what you put out, you know what I'm saying? Like we got all type of people that come from the trenches, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, doing dirt to nobody, you can, you know what I'm saying, live a normal life, you know what I'm saying, and chase your dreams, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Before y'all get up out of here, Lo, let's talk about what you got going on right now, what you working on, what's coming up, if anything, just let us know.
So right now I'm working on putting more music out. I'm collabing with Astro. We got a song, like, on the gang. It's on all platforms. I'm also working with Key Lyrics. We gonna do some things too.
Shout out.
I'm on Howie Stack and West Side of Don.
Shout out.
Let's tell you,
shout out gang.
Let's get it. What's to you? And we doing it. So just more projects for me coming out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely appreciate your time, man. You got a dope story, dope individual. Keep working. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see where your success take you. Astro, what you working on? What's out? You know what I'm saying? What's coming out? You know what I'm saying? What can we be looking forward to? What can we go check out right now?
Man, first and foremost, on the gang, like Lo said, on the gang by Astro Stacks and I Am Low. That's gonna take over the summer, so make sure y'all get it now so you're not late. Otherwise, I just dropped Imagine. I have Focal Point coming in a few weeks, but most importantly, we on 333 days of Astro, so every single day I'm dropping content, something new, something old.
Look at it.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
You doing it. I'm proud of you. Man.
Goals.
Man.
Goals.
I'm trying to push myself for real. It's a self-challenge.
That's one of like my biggest thing. Like I need to post more. You know what I'm saying? At least once a day. I'll be doing good for like 3 days in a row, but then 3 days off on bro.
That's hurting our like exposure. So I'm trying to, you know. But most importantly, bro, like it's more about pushing myself to just consistently create and battle those times where we do feel like we don't want to do it. You know, because if I'm already committed to this 333 days, if day 50, I feel like I don't want to create. I don't have that option now.
For sure. For sure. For sure. It's for me, and then for me, like this shit fun. It's a sport, so it's never that I don't. It's life be life and on girls. I'm sorry, like kids, baby mamas and shit.
No, that's what.
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I just crash on brother. It's really so. I definitely understand. Definitely feel y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all coming up here, sharing y'all story, sharing y'all time. That's the most valuable thing that we have. That's why they be trying to lock people up on, bro. Fuck your money. We want your time. God damn it.
And then they still take the money crazy.
For sure, hey, Lo. Let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can work with you, all that good shit.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, so_I am Low. You can find me on Facebook, Low Marie, and then YouTube. You can find me I am Low, all caps and space I am Low. You feel me? So you can stream me on Spotify. I'm on all music platforms.
Yup. anywhere they play music.
Yeah.
Shout out, Astro. Let them know.
Nope, you got to go to Low Page and find me.
Oh, shout out.
So
Say less.
low.
Say less. You heard it there. Link in the description on bro. Definitely appreciate y'all time, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. In a minute, gang.
Hey.